hope you're all keeping well on this very wet evening. We're not used to this terrible weather now. So perfect evening for Pilates. So we will get kicking on there. So I'm just going to press the little mute there. Now, and away we go. Lovely guys. Okay, so as always, we're going to kick off with just getting the posture nicely aligned. So just bringing your attention down to the feet. So just making sure that the feet are nicely in line with the hips and that the hips are nicely in line with the shoulders. Now, I just want you to make sure that you feel you can try and bring that pelvis, that central area, into a little bit of what's called neutral. So we don't want too much of this happening, or we don't want too much rounding out. So I want you to squeeze the bum and just feel that that's going to neutralize the pelvis there. Okay, so a nice little gentle squeeze on the bum. And then when we come up to the chest area and to the shoulders, I just want you to feel, so instead of the shoulders being anyway rounded forward, I want you to just draw those shoulders back. So imagine a ball or something in between the shoulder blades. We're going to squeeze that. Chest nice and open. Shoulders are going to be down. Shoulders are going to be back. And just bringing your attention into the center now. So just feeling a nice little engagement into the abdominals. So that's once again just to check. Feet nicely in line with the hips. A gentle little squeeze onto the bum just to bring that neutral spine into play. Get that chest nice and open, shoulders down and back, and then to the top of the head. So I want you to imagine a piece of string is attached from the top of the head, and that is going to be drawing you upwards. So I want you to imagine bringing the body into length. So you're trying to separate the vertebrae of the spine, standing up nice and tall. And from there, placing one hand onto the chest, the other hand onto the tummy. Keep the shoulders down. I want you to take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And then let the breath go. Now, as you do this, I want you to just bring a little bit of tension into the abdominal muscles. So imagine you're zipping up a pair of trousers. So you're just drawing, trying to bring almost like the waistline inward. So the core is nice and engaged. Breathe in, shoulders down. And one last breath. Take a breath in for me through the nose. And relax and let that breath go. Now, from there, guys, raising the arms up, take a breath in, let that breath go. Take the shoulders and bring them right up to the ears and roll them right down the back. Try and maintain that nice posture, that nice alignment throughout. And again, take a nice deep breath in, raise the arms up, let that breath go. And a lovely round and a roll in those shoulders. And last one here, guys, breathe in. Stretch up, release, and roll those shoulders. Lovely. Now from here, raise that right arm up and gently stretch over to the side and back into the center. Breathe in and stretch, letting that breath go. So I want you to feel the whole length of the sides being opened right up. And again, breathe in and let that breath go. And down we come. Now, from here, we're going to bring the arms up like two little L's and just gently bring them back, opening up that chest and release. And again, taking it back. So just feel that chest being opened. Then we're going to bring those shoulder blades together. And we're going to go for two more here. So just opening that chest, bringing those blades together. And on the last one, this time, guys, we're going to bring those arms up, push them right back and hold. 3, 2, 1, and relax those arms down and just shake those out. You might feel a little bit of tension into the neck there, into the shoulders. That's all pretty normal. Now, we're going to bring those arms up, wrists nicely in line with the shoulders, and make nice circular movements here. We're going to go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Now we're going to bring those arms right down. So create that space between the ears and the shoulders, pushing the fingers to the floor. 3, 2, 1. Keep those arms straight. and bring them forward and back. Now check in with the rest of the body. Maintain that nice alignment, keep the core nice and engaged. So we only want the arms moving forward and back. 3, 2, 1, and relax those arms. Now, bring the two hands together, raise the arms up, and feel that lovely stretch. 5, keep the head in neutral. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. We're just going to bring those arms back now. Again, just feel that nice little stretch across the chest, bringing those blades together, and relax. And shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it out. Lovely. Okay, now into the wrists we go, guys. So always important, a little bit of rotation into the wrists there, just to free them up. And we're going to reverse now. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Lovely. Now, two hands together. We're going to bring those hands down, get a lovely stretch into the forearms. We're going to hold that now for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out and switch. Again, feel that stretch into the forearms. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And shaking it out. Now, okay, so a little bit of balance here now. So we're going to come onto that right leg, keep it nice and strong. Make sure we don't collapse. Core engaged. Raise that left leg up. Make sure knee is nicely in line with the hips. Take those arms out and hold balance here now for me for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the arms up, switch over. Take that knee up to hip height. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and take it down. Up onto the toes we go, and relax. Breathing in the lift. Let the breath go as we come down. Breathe in. 2 more. Last one. 3, 2, 1. Take it down. Now into the toes. I want you to try and separate the toes, and I want you to try and wiggle them. Can you get that space in between? We would love to have as much space we have with the fingers. Maybe not that ambitious, but try and get a little bit of space in between. And now hold them. Spread those toes. Try and feel the muscles in the feet getting stretched out. 3, 2, 1, and relax those toes. Let's take that right hip. Now we're going to maintain the balance as always, core nice and engaged. And we're going to bring a rotation into that hip. Now let's add a little bit of balance. Now if you prefer not to and just focus in the hip rotation, that's fine. Like so, you can rest and then pop back in. But it's always nice to throw a little bit of balance in here as well, just to challenge us. As we always love to have a little bit of a challenge. And now we're going to reverse. Don't tell me that's just me. I know that's not the case. I know you all love a good challenge now. 2 more. Core engaged now. And last one. And relax down. We're switching over to the other side. Remember, maintain that posture. Keep that chest nice and open. Keep those shoulder blades back, down, and we're going to go 2 more. Last one. And now let's reverse it for 4. Core engaged now. 3, 2, and last one. Lovely. Now we're going to take that right leg out. Balance, out, balance. Let's go 3, 2, 1. Hold it up there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's a lovely little bite there now, guys, isn't it? Switching over to the other side. Again, make sure we're nice and balanced. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1, take it out and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax and shake those legs out. I was listening to a really interesting podcast just the other day, guys, and they were talking about the benefits. These doctors were talking about the benefits of squats and push-ups and how we should try and bring them in to every day if possible. So we're going to do both of those today and multiple times. So into squats we go. Feet are going to be about shoulder width apart. And remember, you have the options, toes out, toes nicely squared, and down into squats. So remember, when you're coming into that squat position, we want to make sure that as we come down, we get that bum nicely in line with the knees, and we're not doing this. So we're not bending over and putting that pressure onto the spine. We're maintaining a nice straight spine. Head is nice and neutral. We're going to go for another 4 here. And 3, 2, and last one. We're going to come up and shake that out. Now, from here, we're going to bring the 2 hands up overhead. Place the right leg in front. The left leg is going to come behind. And we're going to bring them up to the center. So I want you to make sure as you bring the arms down and the knee up, they're going to meet in the center point, right at the belly button. Now off we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax that down. We're going to switch over now to the other side. Left leg in front, right hand behind, 2 arms up. When the arms go overhead, a little bit more challenging for the heart, which is what we want. And 10, 9, 8, keep the balance, 7, 6, squeeze the core muscles as you come up, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest that down. Now, we're going to shake those legs out. Going to get the body nicely warmed up now before we get into our Pilates, guys. So on that note, as I say, the benefits of squats, the benefits of push-ups, amongst many other things, but 2 things that we can easily throw in. Great body weight exercises. So let's go again for one last set for 10. Off we go. And 9. Lovely. 8. 7. Make sure those legs are working nice and hard. Squeeze those glutes now. Cheeks to the bum. 5 more. 4. 3. Maintain that nice straight spine. And last one. And up we come and shake those legs out. So we're going to have a nice little bit of blood flow now, guys, getting into the muscles, which is what we want. We're going to take those legs nice and wide. Lovely straight legs. No bends in the knees. Hands in front. Breathe in. Let those hands come down. Gentle stretch. Release and straight back up. Breathe in. Take it down. Stretch only. Remember, any issues with the back, place the hands onto the thighs. Support that spine. Come back up. We're looking to get the length into the hamstrings, the muscles at the back of the leg. That's the focus. We don't want to overstretch. We don't want to irritate the spine. So let's go 2 more here. Take it down. Gentle little stretch. Feel it into those hams. Back up. Last one. Down. And back up into the center we go. Now, let's drop down to this side. Pop back up. Breathe in here. Release. Breathe in. Let that breath go. Pop back up. Breathe in. And let it go. Let's go 2 more here. Breathe in. Let it go. Getting a stretch into the insides of the legs. Last one. Down. Back up into the center. Now, if you need to, you can come, shake those legs out. Sometimes that can a little bit heavy duty onto the hips. Take the legs nice and wide again for me, guys. Hands in front. Breathe in here. Open that chest. Let that breath go. Breathe in. Right hand down towards left foot. Back up into center. Into our lovely little windmill. Now remember, guys, if we're only just coming down towards the shin, that's perfectly fine. Make sure that we're not overstretching, that we're coming down to what we feel is a good stretch, is a good challenge, but it's not causing any irritation. Again, similarly, back issues, just come down to the shin, feel that nice little bit of movement, and back up into center. 2 more. And last one. And up we come. Now, we're going to swing round, drop that right knee, take that left leg in front. We're going to come in and lean into that stretch. So just bring that body forward and we're going to open up that hip flexor. So I want you to keep your body up now, nice and tall. Squeeze the bum here. Squeeze the cheeks of the bum. And just feel, does that help to bring a little bit more length into the hip flexors there? So we're relaxing that back leg, squeezing the bum, stretch out the hip flexors. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch over to the other side. So right foot in front now, drop in, get a lovely stretch there, into the left hip flexor again, nice little squeeze there now, onto the bum, and feel. Remember, these are the important stretches, guys. It's very hard to get into the hip flexor, to bring that extension into the hips because of our nature of sitting for the majority of the time. So allow that length to come in. Great stretch. 3, 2, 1, and out we come. So we're going to take that left leg forward again now. Focus on balance here, so not as far forward as we were. We're going to grab that back foot, and now we're going to keep the body up nice and tall. So bring that heel as close to the bum as you can, and feel that stretch now here into the fronts of the legs. There, those lovely quad muscles. So feeling that lovely stretch now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let it go. We're switching over to the other side. So bring that right foot in front again. Pop that left leg up, and we're going to hold. Keep that body up nice and tall now. Feel that lovely stretch again into those quad muscles, the muscles at the front of the thigh, and we'll hold now for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release, and let those guys down. Now, into our box position here, we're going to get that spine nicely mobilized. So I want you to drop the belly button to the floor. Gentle little bit of extension here in the neck. Take a breath in. And now as you tuck that chin in and round that spine up, release that breath. Breathe in. Take it down. Breathe in. Arch that spine. Breathe in and let it go. Last one. Really opening up that spine. Push right into that mid-back. 3, 2, 1, and into neutral we go. From here, come on to the tippy toes. Push the bum up into the air. Feel that stretch. Release and come back down, back into neutral. So feel yourself come into that neutral position. Core nice and strong here. Little squeeze into the bum. Up onto tippy toes. Push up. Take it down and hold. One last time. Push up, tippy toes. Feel that stretch now, bend the knees. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push the 2 heels. Feel the stretch. 3, 2, 1. And we're going to bring those knees down to the floor. Now guys, maintaining that nice box position, core strong here. We're going to extend that right leg out. Okay, so a lovely straight leg. And I want you to make sure that it's at hip height. So not down here, not up here, at hip height. So squeezing that right glute now. And we're going to control the lift here. So lift and lower. Make sure we don't feel it hitting into that lower back. So we want to control the movement. Squeeze the glute. We're trying to build those big muscles in the bum. Important stabilizers. We're going to go for 3, 2, 1. Now bend and point for 6, 5. Squeeze. 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and take it down. Lovely. Now guys, extend that left leg again. Maintain that balance. Take it up. Hold it at hip height. Lift and lower and squeeze those glutes. Keep the rest of the body steady. Make sure we're not rolling or moving to accommodate that shift or that lift of the leg. Core strong. 2 more. Last one and hold. And in and out for 6. Remember, knee to hip is steady. 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're back into the center. Now from here, just to take a little bit of pressure off the wrists, we're going to come onto the forearms and we're going to come onto the knees. Now, while we're here, we're in a nice modified plank position. I want you to just roll out the wrists there. Roll those wrists out and reverse. Now, up onto the toes we go. Squeeze that bum and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just bring the lower half of the body down. So we're bringing ourselves nicely into extension here. So we're allowing that pubic bone to rest down onto the floor. We're going to have a small gentle squeeze now into the glutes, and I want you to feel that your lower back feels comfortable here in this position. Now, if it's too intense, take the elbows a little bit further forward until you can rest in a place where the extension is comfortable, because that's what we're looking for, and you can always deepen the extension as time goes on. So from there, we're going to hold and breathe. And now we're going to pop back up onto the toes again. We're going to roll those wrists for 3, 2, 1. And now up onto the toes for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come back down. Now guys, you know at this stage, if it's too challenging up onto the toes, stay onto the knees. Take little breaks, challenge yourself for a few seconds in the toes, go on to the knees. Remember, you just want to progress in a way that actually is benefiting you and that you're not going to do yourself a disservice. So just slowly and do what you can. Now, we're going to place the left hand down onto the floor and the right hand is going to come on top and the forehead is going to be rested onto those two hands. We're going to bring another bit of extension into the spine now. So breathing in from here. And as we raise up, we're going to try and get full extension of the arms. Now that might be too challenging with the hands at the forehead. So if so, bring them further in front, come up until you can get full extension of the arms, which basically means logging out the elbows and take it down. Breathe in, lift, squeeze that bum, release, and come back down. 2 more there, breathing in. Squeeze and lower. And last one. Squeeze and hold. 3, 2, 1. And bring yourself down back onto those elbows. So now, after getting that little bit of deeper extension, this should probably feel quite comfortable. We're going to take ourselves back into child's pose. Knees separated, toes together, bring the bum down towards the heels, hands out in front, let the head rest, and just allow that spine to fall into flexion. And breathe. Now guys, since what we were talking about at the beginning of the class was the benefit of all of the wonderful things that we're doing, of course, because Pilates is an incredible regime, but just to throw in those push-ups and those squats, just to try and convince you that little bit more to get squats and push-ups in every day. I know that's what's going to happen now. So, into push-ups we go, guys. So we're going to go resting onto the knees, bring the hands in front, get that body nicely lined. Now remember, this is not push-ups, guys, okay? So we don't want the bum in the air, we want the bum down nice and low, core nice and engaged, so that we can bring that whole body down. So we're going to go for a nice little set of 10 here. Off we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Remember, do what you can. As low as you can go and as many as you can. Keep in good form. Last one. And take it down. So bring that left hand back down. The right hand will be on top. The forehead will be rested onto those two hands. We're moving into swan dive now from here. So we're going to take a breath in, squeeze the bum, and we're going to raise the legs up and the upper body up as best we can. Remember, we don't want to jerk the spine, so squeeze and lift and let that breath go. Remember the importance of firing these glutes. Breathing in and lower. And we're going to go 2 more there. Breathe in and down, and last one, and lower, and we're going to pop back into child's pose, and just allow for that lovely flexion of the spine. So just feel those vertebrae open up, enjoy the stretch, try and get the bum down as close to the heels as you can. Now, we're going to come into our plank position again on the knees, and we're going to move into star. So we're going to try and transition from plank to star without too much fuss. So resting onto the knees, onto the forearms, core nice and engaged here now. And we're going to hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I want you to try and roll yourself over onto the left leg and onto the left arm. Raise the right arm up and now extend that right leg out. We're going to hold this now for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's take ourselves back into plank. So let's try and transition as best we can. If you need a little breather at any stage, of course, please do so. Take one. You can just drop down, rest, and then pop back in. And in 3, 2, 1, we're going to roll that over now onto that right side. So resting onto the right arm, make sure elbow and shoulder is in line, left arm up. Take that top leg and hold it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back into the center, and let's pop up onto those toes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to rest down. So again, let's try and get the benefit here of extension into the spine. So a gentle little squeeze into the glutes now. And now we're going to bring the face down onto the floor and just rest that left cheek. Bring those two hands behind the back. Bend those knees, flex the toes, and into double leg kick. So breathe in, kick the bum twice. Remember, squeeze those glutes, lift up and down. Breathe in, 1, 2, squeeze, lift, and let that breath go. One, 2, squeeze and lift. We're going to go 2 more. 1, 2, squeeze, lift, and last one. 1, 2, squeeze, lift, and we're going to rest down on to the 2 hands now. So left hand down, right hand on top, forehead glued onto the 2 hands. Squeeze the glutes now, and I want you to generate some power using the swimming legs. So straight legs, pointed toes, and beat. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. We're going to come up and drop back into child's pose. 2 hands in front. And again, that nice little bit of flexion there into the spine. And breathe. Now guys, from here we're going to come back in to our lovely set of push-ups. I know you've been waiting for those to come back. So 2 hands in front, resting onto the knees, core nice and engaged, body nicely aligned. And let's go again for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest that down. So we're going to rest onto those 2 hands again now. And breathe. Now, we're going to extend those arms out now, guys. We're going to go into our full swimming. So remember, we want to try and create as much length through the body as we possibly can. So lovely straight arms. Point those fingers, straight legs, locked out knees, pointed toes. Squeeze the bum, raise up, and off we go, beating those legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Now, swimming can be a real challenging move, so please, if you feel any type of pain into the lower back, drop out of that move. Remember, we need a good strong squeeze through the glutes, but it's really good at strengthening the muscles in that low to mid spine. So we're going to give it one last go, guys. Extending those arms out. Plus, it's changing an awful lot of what's going on up around the shoulders, which is another thing that we need. Sometimes the position of the shoulders tend to roll forward. So let's go. Squeeze the bum, arms and legs up, and beat. Breathe nice and relaxed. Make sure you don't hold the breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest down. We're going to drop back into child's pose. Now, we're going to have a nice little challenge in plank here. So we're going to come into a plank position, and we're going to hold it for 5 seconds with one foot, and then we're going to hold it for another 5 seconds with the other foot. So a little bit of balance, a little bit of playing around with planks. So coming forward, onto the forearms, up onto the toes, lift your right leg, balance it on the left, and squeeze the bum. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch over. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And take it down. So resting into extension again here for me, guys. Gentle little squeeze now into those glutes. And just allowing the face to rest down. Now guys, we're going to grab the feet and move into what's called the rocking. So take a breath in. Squeeze the bum, raise up, feel that stretch, rest and come back down. Breathe in, squeeze and lift, and take it down. We're going to go 2 more here now. Squeeze and lift, and down, and last one. And we'll pop back into child's pose. So just take a second there, guys, and rest into child's pose. Allow that spine just to enjoy the flexion. Guys, years ago when I first started doing Pilates, I didn't do half as much extension work for the back. It was very driven on the abdominals, which is a lot of people why they do Pilates in the initial stages. It was very much about training the abdominals, but the benefit of the extension work is phenomenal, guys, and really important. Our spines are so precious, so to do a lot of the work on our back and a lot of the extension work is really corrective. So just to bear a lot of that in mind. It is challenging because obviously we spend our days much more in flexion or in a forward position, so moving into extension is incredibly beneficial, guys. So on that note, we're going to turn around and work now in the on the abdominals and a little bit more flexion based. Okay, so we're allowing that body to come down now. We're going to have the knees softly bent. We're going to have the feet nice and flat onto the floor, and just a little roll of the pelvis forward and back. So I just want you to feel that you're rolling from the tailbone into that lower spine, or onto that lower spine, and then tip it forward, and then just take it into that center point where you feel those abdominal muscles are firing. The core is nice and engaged. And then from here, guys, we're going to gently just raise up about halfway to begin, and then release and come back down. So we're not going to overstress this into the half roll up just yet. So squeeze, engage, raise up, and then lower back down. Breathing in. As we lift, tummy nice and fired, release and come back down. Now guys, we're going to try and bring ourselves, as you know, all the way up into a nice seated position. Tuck that chin in. Remember, on the way down, take that mid-spine and lower it to the floor. Breathing in. Core nice and engaged. Release. Tuck that chin in and lower the body to the floor. Let's go for 3 more here. Up into neutral and then C-curve that spine on the return back down. 2 more. Squeeze and lift and lower. Feel that change through the spinal positions, through the movements of the spine. And up. Now, raise those legs up off the floor. Balance onto those sit bones. Make sure those core muscles are nice and fired. Shoulders are relaxed. Hands are out in front. We're going to hold here now for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab the shins. Keep the feet hovering off the floor if you can. If you need to touch the floor, that's fine. Keep the chin tucked in and interroll it like a ball and up and hold. So keep the legs nice and close to the body and up we come. Keeping those feet hovering off the floor if you can, guys. Shoulders nice and relaxed. Make sure we're not firing the head back. We're in a lovely C-curve rounded out position. We're going to go 2 more. And up and hold. And last one. And now, taking those feet, take the hands out in front, tuck that chin in, and lower that body to the floor. We're going to interlock the fingers, bring the hands behind the head, and we're going to go straight into our crisscross. Draw left leg in, extend right leg out, and a gentle little twist here of the head and neck. Remember, keep those elbows nice and wide, keep the chest nice and open. Make sure you can feel those core muscles doing the work now. Firing up those abdominals. Lower back is nice and protected. We're working strongly into the core. Let's go for 8. You can raise the legs up a little bit higher if it's too much now. 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest those legs to the floor. Now, we're going to bring them out nice and flat here now. And we're going to take the hands overhead. So into the full roll up we go. So let's flex those toes. So pull the toes towards you. Again, just check in that we haven't popped that back. So make sure that the tummy muscles are nice and engaged. Lower spine is pressed to the floor. Tuck the chin in. And I want you to take each vertebrae off the floor. Reach forward. Come into neutral. Tuck that chin in. And lower that spine down. Nice little squeeze there. The glutes as you lower. Breathe in. Reach forward. Get a lovely stretch into the hamstring. Into those hamstrings. And down. 4 more. Reach. Up. Core engage. Fire those muscles. Squeeze the glutes. Lift. Fire. Over. And take it down. And last one, guys. Squeeze. And come forward. And let's get that stretch now and hold. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to bring the body up. We're going to bring the legs a little bit closer together now. We're going to go into our spine twist. So we want to try and maintain this lovely straight spine with the crown of the head, just like we had at the start. Resting over the hips. Take a breath in. And to the left, let's twist for 3, 2, 1. To the center, breathe in. To the right, 3, 2, 1. Center. Left, 3, 2, 1. And to the right, 3, 2, 1. From here, take those hands, squeeze, and lower that body all the way back down. Lovely. Now guys, bring the feet nice and close to the bum here. And we're going to peel those vertebrae up off the floor. One by one. Until we come right up into that bridge. Remember, we're wanting to fire through the glutes. And now as we take those vertebrae down, I want you to bring them down one by one, all the way down onto that tailbone. Take a breath in. And again, just peel that spine up off the floor. Get to the top, squeeze the glutes. Place the hands in at the hips now, and we're going to take the right leg out and hold. Squeeze the glute. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch over. So you're driving now that right leg into the floor to hold and squeeze that glute. 3, 2, 1. Switch over for 2 more. Drive the left foot to the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place the legs down. Take the hands away and slowly bring those vertebrae down one by one. From here, we're going to take the hands down to the side, raise the head up, bring those 2 legs up, and into the 100 we go. Check in, guys, that those core muscles are being nicely fired and engaged. Remember, keep the head and neck supported if you need to. Slow, controlled, deep breaths. In and out through the nose, or in through the nose, out through the mouth. And lower the body down. We're going to roll those legs from side to side. Keep that right knee bent and bring that left leg up, and we're going to hold. So remember, if you have a resistance band, or if you have a piece of material there, towel, t-shirt, sock, wrap it around the middle of the foot. We're going to hold that stretch now, and then we can extend that bottom leg out, and then you really feel the depth of stretch coming into the hamstrings. And we're going to hold this now, guys, for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax, bring that leg down. We're going to switch over now to the other side, and we're going to start with a bent knee. So we're going to hold, feel that stretch now, and extend that bottom leg out. We're going to hold this now again for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax down. So just rest that down, guys. We're going to grab that left leg now with our hands, and this time raise that head up, extend that opposite leg out, and into scissors we go. So lovely straight legs, pulling them towards you, allowing that leg to go down, opposite leg. Keep the core muscles nice and fired here. Keep the head and neck up. We're going to go for 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Roll those legs out. Nice gentle little rolls. We're going to grab that left leg, throw the right leg out in front, bring yourselves up into a nice seated position. Now I want you to try and get again that spine nicely in line. Hands in front and reach forward into spine stretch. Come back, restack, breathe in and forward. Back, restack, breathe in and forward. Gently bring the hands down towards the toes or the shins, wherever you can hold and reach. Relax, feel that stretch and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax and come back up, and try to come back up into that nice aligned spinal position, not here but here. Now we're going to bring the 2 feet together and just allow the legs to fall out to the side. Now check back in with the posture, make sure we're not rounded, so open up that chest, keep that head nicely stacked over the hips, and just feel the insides of the legs getting stretched out. Don't know if you could hear my crazy kids shouting there. Quite possibly. And we're going to take the elbows, press down and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Now we're going to cross those legs over, and again, bring that posture, that nice body alignment back in, chest nice and open. Place the 2 hands down to the side. We're going to get lovely stretches into the side. So raise that right arm up, breathe in, and stretch. Switch over, breathe in, and stretch it. 2 more, breathe in. Stretch. And last one. And stretch. So place that right hand in front, left hand behind, and just gently look over that left shoulder. Now feel that lovely rotation, guys. Just feel that left shoulder blade roll into the mid of the back so that you're still keeping that chest nice and up and open. You're not rounding out through that spine. We're always trying to avoid bringing that spine into that flexion, that sedentary position. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back into the center we go. Nice and gently. Take right ear to right shoulder. Make sure just to check in to keep the shoulders down so that you get the benefit of the stretch into the left hand side of the neck. 3, 2, 1. Back into neutral. Switch over to the other side. Left ear to left shoulder. Again, get the benefit of the right side stretch into the neck. 4, 3, 2, 1. And back into neutral. Maintaining that lovely position. Just allow that chin to drop down. Make sure the rest of the body doesn't round out. So chin towards the chest, not forced, just gently dropping down to allow for the stretch. 3, 2, and 1. Back up into the center and let the chin float up. Close the mouth off. Keep the shoulders down. And back into that lovely neutral position. Guys, just feel that lovely position, that nice neutral position of the head, of the body, of the spine. So just try to keep a memory of that to make sure that the muscles and the joints are all in the position that they are optimal. And that's what we're looking for. So that we're using less energy, that we're not getting as tired throughout the day. Posture is really important. So we're going to have our feet, as always, lined up, just like we did at the beginning. Think about the position of the pelvis, think about the chest, think about the shoulders, the head. Let's take a nice deep breath in here. Raise those arms up, and as we let that breath go, we're going to slowly allow that body to come down, just wherever feels comfortable. Remember, support the spine if needed. And we're going to hold this now for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Squeeze in the bum as you come back up into standing and roll those shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's keep those shoulders down. Let's keep those shoulders back. Take a breath in and squeeze shoulders to ears. Let it all go. 2 more. And last one. Lovely stuff, guys. Well done, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. And listen, guys, that is the last one of this course. So we'll put the feelers out and see. Probably people are feeling over the summer, they might take a little bit of a break. And especially, I suppose, with stuff opening up now and classes opening up now, it might be slightly different in terms of demand for online. But we'll certainly keep you guys posted. And look, we'll be in touch probably over the next week or so anyhow. So enjoy your evening, guys. Have a great week, and we'll chat to you soon. Bye, guys.